The night everything collapsed, Andrew Miller sat on the cold concrete behind a closed convenience store in downtown Chicago, staring at his shaking hands as if they belonged to someone else. A man who once signed corporate contracts worth thousands of dollars now couldn't even afford a meal. The city lights blurred through his tears, and in that silence, his entire life replayed like a punishment he could not escape. How did a man go from hope, love, and success to absolute ruin in just a few years? If this story touches your heart, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps us spread stories of awareness, kindness, and second chances that many people need to hear. Andrew's journey had started in struggle but with quiet dignity. He came from a poor household on the outskirts of Chicago, raised by a hard-working mother who cleaned offices at night and a father who drove delivery trucks until his body gave out. From an early age, Andrew learned that nothing in life was free, and every dream had a price. Despite financial hardship, he stayed focused, studying late at night under dim light, believing education was his only escape from the cycle of poverty. After graduating from college with a business degree, Andrew's life became a constant balancing act between survival and ambition. He worked multiple jobs at once, warehouse shifts during the day, delivery work at night, and occasional freelance office tasks on weekends. Exhaustion became normal, but so did determination. Every dollar he earned had meaning because it was tied to his vision of a better life. During those difficult years, Andrew met Rachel Williams, a kind-hearted woman working as a nurse assistant. She saw beyond his tired eyes and worn clothes, recognizing the sincerity and dreams hidden inside him. Their bond grew slowly but deeply, built on shared struggles and quiet hope. Soon, they married in a small ceremony with almost nothing but love surrounding them. Their son, Noah, became the center of their world, the reason Andrew pushed forward even when life felt unbearable. Everything began to change when Andrew finally secured a job at a well-known corporate company in Chicago. It wasn't just employment, it was validation of every sleepless night he had endured. His dedication quickly caught attention, and within a few years, he rose through the ranks. Promotions followed, salary increased, and soon Andrew had something he once only dreamed of: a modest house in a safe neighborhood and a new car parked in the driveway. For the first time, life felt stable, almost perfect. But success has a shadow when gratitude fades. With his new position came new colleagues, new environments, and after-work gatherings that slowly pulled him away from his once simple life. One evening invitation turned into a habit. Office celebrations turned into bar nights, and bar nights led to a dangerous introduction to casinos. Andrew didn't notice when casual fun started becoming dependency. The flashing lights, easy laughter, and illusion of quick money slowly began reshaping his mind. At first, it was harmless entertainment. But then came the influence of people who lived differently: fast money, risky bets, and reckless confidence. A woman he met during one of those nights began drawing him deeper into that world. She introduced him to gambling strategies that sounded clever but were nothing more than traps disguised as excitement. Alcohol blurred his judgment, and what began as occasional outings turned into frequent escapes from reality. The change at home was gradual but painful. Rachel noticed the distance in Andrew's eyes, the growing silence at the dinner table, the irritation that replaced patience. He began missing family moments, returning late at night with excuses that no longer sounded convincing. Noah, once full of joy around his father, started becoming quiet, sensing tension he could not understand. The warmth of their home slowly turned cold. As Andrew's gambling habit intensified, so did his losses. What started as small bets soon turned into desperate attempts to recover money he had already lost. Savings meant for Noah's future disappeared. Credit cards were drained. The house that once symbolized achievement became a source of financial stress. Andrew was no longer chasing success, he was chasing recovery from his own mistakes. Rachel reached her breaking point when she realized their life was collapsing beyond repair. One morning, she quietly packed her and Noah's belongings. There were no dramatic confrontations, only a heavy silence filled with heartbreak. She left Chicago with their son, seeking a new beginning far away from the chaos Andrew had created. For Andrew, it was the first irreversible crack in his world. Instead of stopping, Andrew spiraled further. Loss turned into obsession, and obsession turned into self-destruction. He missed work frequently, arrived late, and performed poorly. Eventually, the company terminated his employment. Without income, his debts grew faster than he could imagine. The house was foreclosed. The car was repossessed. Everything he once worked for disappeared piece by piece, leaving nothing behind but regret. In a matter of months, Andrew transformed from a respected professional into a man wandering through the streets, disconnected from reality. The emotional weight of losing his family, his career, and his identity pushed him into mental instability. Some days he remembered Rachel and Noah vividly, and other days he couldn't even recognize himself in reflections. Chicago's streets became his new reality. Cold nights under bridges, empty stomachs, and endless regret replaced the life he once knew. People passed him without noticing, just another forgotten soul in a busy city. Andrew often sat alone, whispering to himself about chances he should have taken and choices he should have avoided. His life had become a warning carved into human form. And yet, somewhere deep inside the broken man, a faint memory of hope still lingered. He remembered the days when he believed in second chances, when he worked tirelessly for a better future. But now, that future felt like a dream that belonged to someone else. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Andrew's health declined, his mind grew heavier, and loneliness became his only companion. He realized too late that success without balance, without family, and without self-control, can become the very thing that destroys everything it was meant to build. Before reaching the final moment of this story, there is one heartfelt request: please comment below what you felt after hearing Andrew's journey, because your words might remind someone else that awareness can save a life. One evening, as the sun set over Chicago's skyline, Andrew sat silently near an abandoned alley, watching families pass by in warm light. For a brief moment, he wasn't just a broken man, he was a father remembering his son's laughter, a husband remembering the love he once had, and a dreamer remembering who he used to be. Tears rolled down his face, not just from pain, but from the unbearable weight of realization. If this story touched your heart, please engage with this video, like, share, and subscribe. It may seem small, but it helps these emotional stories reach people who need a reminder before it's too late. And as Andrew sat alone in that fading light, he finally understood the hardest truth of all: life doesn't destroy a man in one moment, it happens slowly, every time he chooses the wrong path instead of the right one.